You blinked, and the weather in Pittsburgh completely changed. A legendary football name showed up training with one of the team's newest offensive weapons, while the Steelers' front office let slip some comments that are stirring up the NFL rumor mill. And it doesn't stop there. New info from a well-connected insider suggests the franchise's plans might be way bolder and even more long-term than any fan imagined. So what exactly are the Steelers up to? Is something big about to drop? Stay tuned, because the latest news is full of twists and promises that could change the course of the season. Hit that like button so you don't miss a thing, and let's dive in. The quarterback talk in Pittsburgh is heating up, and it's not just because of those wild Aaron Rodgers rumors. Even if the mustached vet shows up waving a terrible towel, the Steelers' plans are practically locked in. They're aiming to bring in 2 more QBs this offseason. One of them will likely be a seasoned vet, whether it's Rodgers or another battle-tested name to challenge or even replace Mason Rudolph. And the other? A rookie from the draft. But hold on, there's more. Reporter Jerry Dulac from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette dropped some serious insight during an interview on 102.5 WDVE. The real plan might not even be about 2025. According to him, the focus in Pittsburgh is already shifting toward the 2026 quarterback class. That's where they hope to find the guy. The one who finally ends this cycle of mid-tier QBs the franchise has been stuck in for years. Dulac said, "My sense is that they're targeting a quarterback in 2026. They know they need to stop this cycle and find the right name. Now when it comes to this year's class, names like Cam Ward, Miami, and Shedeur Sanders, Colorado, are certainly intriguing, but the truth is the Steelers probably won't be in a position to draft them. Instead, they're eyeing more realistic options like Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, who might go in the latter half of the first round, or Alabama's Jalen Milroe, a guy with sky-high potential, but still raw. A medium-term bet, you could say." Still, according to Dulac, the Steelers may not be all that excited about the 2025 crop. This draft isn't exactly overflowing with QB talent, so the strategy could be to stockpile resources and go all in next year. That brings us to their plan B, using the pile of compensatory picks they're expected to receive in 2026, thanks to key player losses during the recent free agency. They're going to get several 3rd and 4th round picks, Dulac said. They might even pull off a trade involving a current star to get a 2nd rounder. Then they start packaging it all together to move up in the 1st round. Bottom line, the Steelers will probably take a QB in this year's draft, but the real all-in move is likely coming in 2026. Until then, they're stockpiling ammo and keeping a close eye on their future franchise quarterback. Now tell me this, do you think the Steelers' plan makes sense or is it just too risky? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because if that surprised you, buckle up, the next story involves some huge names and a potential move that could set the fan base on fire. Brace yourself, Steelers fans. It looks like the Aaron Rodgers flirtation is seriously heating up. Team owner Art Rooney, too, made an appearance at the NFL annual meeting and made it pretty clear Pittsburgh has its sights set on number 12, and the signs so far are all positive. Rooney spoke with Brooke Pryor from ESPN and left fans with a spark of hope. "We keep hearing that he's heading in our direction, but he also made it clear that their patience won't last forever. They want Rodgers, yes, but they're not waiting all year. Not forever, but a little longer," he said, kind of like that crush who reads your message but still hasn't replied. Rodgers already visited the Steelers' facilities on March 21st, had some conversations, checked things out, and left without signing anything. Nothing official yet. But then suddenly a photo pops up of him slinging passes to new Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf at UCLA. Coincidence? Feels more like an unofficial audition. Head coach Mike Tomlin also chimed in. He said there's no official deadline for this saga to end, but of course they'd like to wrap it up soon. According to him, there's no plan A, B, or C. The team is looking at all available options, whether it's free agency or the draft, and making decisions as things unfold. Worth noting, Pittsburgh let names like Justin Fields and Russell Wilson slip away and only brought back Mason Rudolph, the longtime backup who's held down the fort for most of the past decade. Clearly, Rodgers would be a massive upgrade even at 41 and coming off a forgettable stint with the Jets, where he barely played in 2023 and had a rough 2024 season with a 5-11 record. but you can never forget who Aaron Rodgers is. The guy spent 18 years with the Packers, won a Super Bowl, and has 4 MVPs on his shelf. And now he's standing at Pittsburgh's doorstep. The question is, will he walk in or leave fans hanging? The clock is ticking, and the terrible towels are ready. Honestly, it's long past time for Pittsburgh to stop kicking this quarterback problem down the road. The franchise is flirting with a legendary veteran while also eyeing a future that keeps getting further away. You can't keep living on promises while better opportunities fly by. If they want to be contenders again, they need to make a bold, decisive move and fast. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single update, because the future of the Steelers might be taking shape right now.